1. How to easily eat 30 g of fiber a day, NHS surgeons' simple food swaps. 2. Fiber for colon health, can fiber really reduce colon cancer risk? 1. How to easily eat 30 g of fiber a day, NHS surgeons' simple food swaps. Revamp your diet now. Imagine a simple tweak that could radically boost your daily health, adding an extra 30 grams of fiber using everyday foods. NHS surgeon and health educator Dr. Karan Rajan has laid out a straightforward strategy to help you hit your daily fiber target by incorporating fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and other wholesome items. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these precise portions truly adaptable to everyone's dietary needs? And this is the part most people miss, understanding just how crucial fiber is for your overall well-being. Dr. Rajan's recommendations are in line with expert advice from trusted sources such as the American Heart Association Eating Plan and insights from the University of California, San Francisco. They suggest that consuming a varied range of fiber-rich foods from natural sources, not supplements, can help ensure you achieve a total dietary fiber intake of 25 to 30 grams per day. This approach not only helps in digestion but also plays a key role in stabilizing blood sugar levels, managing weight, and reducing the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers. On July 5, Dr. Rajan shared a detailed guide that shows how to add 5 grams of fiber at a time from specific food portions, making it easier for you to gradually accumulate the recommended 30 grams a day. Breaking the fiber intake into manageable increments makes it less daunting and more flexible, giving you the freedom to mix and match foods based on availability and personal taste. Here is a closer look at the food items and their suggested serving sizes to achieve an extra 5 grams of fiber. Fruits. 2 kiwis. 80 grams of raspberries. 1 pear. 1.5 oranges. 1 avocado. 8 dried prunes. Vegetables. 2 carrots. 1 whole ear of corn. 5 spears of asparagus. 150 grams of broccoli. 1 sweet potato. 80 grams of peas. Nuts. 50 grams of hazelnuts. 45 grams of pistachios. 40 grams of almonds. 65 grams of walnuts. 50 grams of pecans. 50 grams of peanuts. Seeds. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. 2 tablespoons of shredded coconut. 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk. 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds. Legumes. 2 tablespoons of hummus. 80 grams of edamame beans. 75 grams of cooked beans. 75 grams of lentils. 80 grams of butter beans. 2 tablespoons of chickpeas. Other items. 35 grams of popcorn. 50 grams of dark rye bread. 1 tablespoon of cacao. 100 grams of seeded sourdough. 50 grams of dark chocolate. Fiber is celebrated not just for its ability to ward off constipation, as highlighted by the Mayo Clinic, but also for its broader benefits including weight management and the reduction of risks for diabetes, heart disease, and some cancers. Harvard Health emphasizes that fiber helps moderate blood sugar levels and supports heart health by reducing inflammation and helping to keep both cholesterol and blood pressure within healthy ranges. Before you jump on the fiber bandwagon, consider this: should everyone follow these exact serving sizes, or might individual nutritional needs call for a more personalized approach? Do you find these recommendations practical for everyday life, or are they too rigid? These are questions that might spark debate, and your opinions are more than welcome in the comments. Please note that this guide is provided solely for informational purposes and is not meant to replace professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor or a qualified health professional before making any significant changes to your diet. For more lifestyle updates, sports highlights from cricket, fashion insights, travel news, and additional engaging content, be sure to explore all the diverse sections available on the Hindustan Times website and mobile apps. What do you think? Are these fiber recommendations a game changer, or do you have a different perspective on dietary fiber? Let the discussion begin. 2. Fiber for colon health. Can fiber really reduce colon cancer risk? Here's a frightening reality. A disease once associated with older age is now surging among young and middle-aged adults, and your daily diet could be the primary culprit. An alarming trend is sweeping across the United States. Colon cancer, traditionally a concern for those over 50, is increasingly being diagnosed in younger individuals. In fact, since 2004, there has been a staggering 15% jump in cases for this demographic. According to surgical oncologist Dr. Minya Helon, while a family history of the disease certainly elevates your risk, the vast majority of cases are not written in our genes. Instead, they are a direct consequence of our modern lifestyles. Factors like carrying excess weight, consuming alcohol, and leading a sedentary life are major contributors. But perhaps the most powerful influence, as Dr. Helon points out, is a phenomenon she calls the westernization of our eating habits. It's the widespread consumption of heavily processed foods and refined grains, which are loaded with saturated fats, she explains. It's also a diet critically low in dietary fiber. And this is the part most people miss. Emerging research strongly suggests that simply getting enough of that missing fiber could be one of your most powerful defenses against developing colon cancer. Dr. Helon confirms that a growing body of evidence points to the protective benefits of a high-fiber diet for colon health. There seems to be good evidence, she states, that you do get a risk reduction of developing polyps and colon cancer if you increase your dietary fiber. But the story doesn't end there. It turns out that not all fiber is the same, and the two main types, soluble and insoluble, work in different, yet equally important, ways to protect you. First, let's talk about soluble fiber. Think of your colon as a complex garden, home to trillions of bacteria known as the microbiome. Soluble fiber, Dr. Helon explains, acts like a premium fertilizer for the beneficial bacteria, helping them thrive. Conversely, a diet rich in processed foods can poison this garden, allowing harmful bacteria to take over. Insoluble fiber, on the other hand, plays a more mechanical role. It doesn't get digested, instead, it acts like a natural scrub brush for your intestines. Dr. Helon notes that these fibers add bulk to your stool, which helps prevent constipation and keeps things moving efficiently. The idea is that the toxic substances don't stay as long in the colon because your bowels are moving better, she clarifies. So that could be one of the reasons why it can help reduce the carcinogens in the colon. In essence, it shortens the amount of time that potentially cancer-causing compounds are in contact with your intestinal walls. The daily target health experts recommend is 30 grams of fiber. But here's where it gets controversial. The source of that fiber is non-negotiable. Dr. Helon is adamant that you can't cheat the system by relying on powders or pills to hit your goal. You cannot replace a bad diet by just taking supplements and multivitamins. This crucial point emphasizes that the benefits come from the synergistic effect of whole foods, not isolated nutrients. To truly reap the rewards, the fiber must be integrated into a healthy eating pattern. So, what does that look like? Dr. Helon advises her patients to move away from the standard American pantry, often stocked with convenient, packaged, and processed items, and embrace a Mediterranean-style diet. The recommendation, she says, is that our food should be mostly plant-based with a lot of fruits and vegetables. This celebrated dietary pattern prioritizes whole, unprocessed foods, including Asterisk a colorful variety of fruits and vegetables. Asterisk hearty whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and oats. Asterisk protein-rich beans and other legumes. It also favors lean proteins like chicken, turkey, and fish over red meats such as beef and pork. Healthy, plant-based fats like olive oil are used in place of butter and other saturated fats. By its very nature, this way of eating is low in the saturated fats, sugar, and processed ingredients linked to disease. It's already famous for its proven ability to lower the risk of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes, and now its role in cancer prevention is becoming clearer. Adopting a Mediterranean diet naturally boosts your fiber intake, which, as we've seen, is a cornerstone of reducing your colon cancer risk. Ultimately, shifting toward a whole food, plant-centric diet isn't just a single-issue solution. It's a comprehensive strategy for protecting yourself not only from colon cancer but from a wide spectrum of other life-threatening conditions. Now we want to hear from you. The science is compelling, but we know that changing lifelong eating habits can be incredibly challenging. Is the Mediterranean diet a realistic goal for your lifestyle? What are the biggest obstacles you face? And what's your opinion on the role of supplements versus whole foods in achieving health goals? Share your agreements, disagreements, and personal stories in the comments below. Let's have a real conversation.